Hello! Welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, and I have a new hat of the day. And I am joined today by these Mercenaries of Mischief, who are going through some shit right now.
What?
That's fine. But anyways,
I feel like that's a blanket statement for every week, though.
fair enough.
Isn't that just the MO of this show?
It's not untrue.
It's our tagline.
There's some episodes where it's like there's a real emotional
Mercs of
roller coaster.
Mischief. We're going through some shit.
Mercs of
I think
Mischief. Things are snowballing.
We should put it on the page. We're going through some shit. Okay.
That's
Speaking
like
of
every
going through some shit,
campaign ever.
and speaking of putting stuff on the page, I'll give you this to think about while we're deep in roleplay. I'm sure it's going to happen.
This is going down.
We need to consider how we're going to operate this poll that's going to be coming up at the end of this show. Do we want to do this on our website with like a Google form, or?
I think we should do it where we have the most people, and that's Discord.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
Hold
do that.
on. Hold on. Is this Roger from Doug?
No, that's just that's so I drew the character art today. But you know what? You're not that wrong. Okay. But it's Roger from Disney's version of Doug after his mom won the lottery and suddenly Roger was the rich kid. Remember that? BB's family lost all their money and Roger was rich.
Oh fuck! We got 90s Disney show references.
I'm
y'all.
sorry. I was looking at the drawing and I was like, "Is that the fucking guy from Doug?" Hold on.
What's crazy is if you look at the sketch that I did of Kashano, he looks like Nigel Thornberry. So I guess there's a theme to my artistic style.
These are original characters, and any resemblance they bear to existing properties is completely queer.
Hashtag original character no steal.
It's fucking Roger, man. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I think we're good. So anyways, where were we? I was introducing people.
Sorry.
It's okay, we're doing stuff. This is quality internet television. I can't unsee it now. Okay. Joining me today,
Needs beady little eyes.
former Eldritch Clown Car and companion of Friendly Baked Goods, Mr. Redan.
Life finally fucking makes sense.
Also joining me today, 90s cartoon enthusiast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Miss Gilbetta fucking not Cleric of Salune.
I mean, it's no Jimmy Neutron, but oh my god.
And last but not least, also joining us, Infernal Songstress Extraordinaire, Miss Lilith Singer. Can't hear you.
Hi.
And also joining us, playing the last contestant in Last Character Standing. Who wants to be Jonathan's next character? I don't know. We'll come up with a name. The last contestant, Mr. Darius, the half-orc artificer.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, now we have to play Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody settle down.
It sounds like an most
It should
excellent
be,
idea, Mr.
that's-
Lord Chaos.
It should be that's so Jonathan. That's what
So
a great start.
yeah, we're good. This is like I couldn't be happier. All right. So when last we left our heroes, there were some drums. Just a little bit of drums. A warforged bard with a really cool voice showed up to the keep, asked some questions, and maybe he attacked Cookie a little bit. I don't know.
He was my favorite, and you guys voted him to death.
and then
He was
the
also my
audience
favorite.
said, "Fuck that guy!" and got rid of
Nah, your favorite.
Which was mainly Karis.
in the in the intermittent time, Radan took his gingerbread friend and implanted new orders into it and made it a friendly person who will kill in his name.
As it should be.
I love it.
Everybody had a meeting and tried to figure out how this organization goes on without Mr. Kashano the Quick. And it was sad and it was emotional and more Lilith's secrets were revealed.
Oh yeah.
and people took those revelations poorly.
Not all people, just hyper emotional people.
Look, I'm being as broad as possible, not singling anybody out. And Radan ended the episode endeavoring to try and gather everybody up and head to the east to try and figure out about this demon uprising they've been hearing about, if it had actually been quelled. But in the meantime, there's this enormous winter storm that has blanketed the keep in deep snow and blowing winds. And it's becoming increasingly difficult to move around. And Gilbetta and Radan were on their way to the crab shack, and we join them now as they enter the crab shack coming in out of the snow.
Gilberta the whole time is like, oh, it's a fucking blizzard and you really want to travel in the fucking blizzard. And we're trying to fix everything and everyone wants to leave.
So upon hearing that, and everybody's kind of huddled up inside. They're basically just trying to shelter themselves from the storm right now. Cookie is there along with Tommy and it's Cookie, Tommy, Spoonie, and then everybody else is in other facilities in the keep. And then there are a couple people scattered about the eating area that look like they all have to hunker down for the night now. Additionally, as soon as you guys get in, Sharp is also there. Sharp takes one look at Gilbetta, and she's just like, okay.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
She goes up, takes your hand, Gilbetta, turns to Radan and says, I need to borrow my girlfriend for a little bit. Is that okay?
As long as you bring her back in a better mood.
I cannot promise anything, but I will do my best. Thank you so much, Radan.
I awkwardly wink and try to make this like subtle.
Gilberta's still, the whole time, she's just like,
and Gingy's like hanging off your shoulder. He says, hi, I like your ears. Thank you. And what's your name? I am Ginge. Radan, is that my name?
Your name can be whatever you want, friend.
My name is whatever you want, friend.
I'm just fucking beaming.
oh no.
Sharp just looks at it all and, well, that's going to be fun for a while. And then she takes Gilbetta away to her room.
Yeah, and Gilberta's like, oh, there was this whole rivers of blood thing. It was weird. I don't know.
And Ginge is just like emphatic wave.
Oh no.
And they go away into Gilbetta's room, and the rest of you are left out in the main area.
Well, this sucks. We were supposed to go. Are we still going? Do you want to just leave her?
Can't hear you, Lilith.
Who are you talking to?
Aren't
Me?
you there with me?
I'm in my room.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I guess I'm talking to Ginge.
I will go wherever you want.
Let's go find Lilith. But let's play a prank on her.
Okay, what kind of prank should we play? Also, what is a prank?
Okay, a prank is a really, really, really funny joke, but most people don't see it that way. So, do you think you can fit underneath her bedroom door?
Maybe. If I lie down, let's try.
Let's try. And if you can, go over and give her a big hug.
Oh my god, why?
This is the death of Ginge.
Yeah.
He's gonna be burnt to a crisp. Oh, okay. Let's do it. All right. Yeah. He says, "Okay, I will try to go under the door."
Do it. This is going to be amazing.
Okay. So you bring Ginge up, and he kind of lays down flat and tries to crawl under the door. And he's able to scoot just underneath. Lilith, what are you doing in your room?
Lilith doesn't really know how to handle stress, and
Right.
I guess she's in her room in the comfort zone. She like I guess she's just like wrapped in her blankets in bed. I don't know if you guys ever do that, where you're just like, I just need to be wrapped in a blanket. And kind of drinking. She flicks her wrist and casts major illusion, and she's just kind of repeating the scene that happened back in the tiny hut. Things that it'll be an image of Redan saying things, and then it'll be an image of Jabetta saying things, and she's just kind of playing events, and she's like, "What's wrong with me?" kind of thing, just processing how things turned out.
Okay.
Sounds like a great time to get a hug.
I'm just thinking about how confused Ginge is gonna be.
Look, this is. I have to do this scene with Ginge now. The position I'm in. Okay, that's fine.
Totally cool.
Yeah, no. So Ginge crawls under the door, sees this playing out, and like climbs up onto your bed, gets up to the top, and he looks at you and he says, "This is really sad. I brought you a hug from Redan."
Licks him off! And then she also like tosses her drink. The hell am I drinking?
Yeah, you mistakenly had some of Cookie's mead, apparently.
I don't know, baby. All I know, okay, you know when you have like that bug that's on you and just like you flick it off, and that's just not enough, and so you just grab whatever else that's in reach and just start throwing shit
Just
at it.
throwing stuff at it to make sure.
You hear a lot of clang, 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 clang. Pom, 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 pom.
I am laughing my ass off behind the door.
You're such an asshole.
Okay. Yeah, so that happens. It's like when you flick Ginge off, he's like, "Wee!"
I start knocking on the door. Lilith, are you okay?
Still screaming. "Ah, the hell is this thing?"
I'm gonna
Not
try
even
the door
words
handle.
anymore.
Is the door locked?
I imagine so.
It's
Do what you gotta
Ginge.
do, man.
It's Ginge. She's okay. Calm down. It's okay.
But Dad,
Ginge, come back. Come back under the door.
is this your doing?
Clatter, 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 clatter. Climbs back out from under the door. Hugs hurt.
Emotionally and physically, they do hurt.
At that point, I go to the door and open it, like, what? What?
This is
Hello,
Ginge.
I'm whatever you want to call me, friend.
He's Ginge. He's nice. See? He just wanted to give you a hug.
Is this something something new, or is that from that jar you had earlier?
We are playing a prank.
Oof. Shouldn't have said that word, friend.
Oh.
This has all gone terribly well.
this is, Ginge doesn't know better.
No, he doesn't. What did I tell you about playing pranks on me, Redan?
Ginge is confused. It's not a prank. We wanted to come see you, and he wanted to know what a real hug was. So I sent him to you. Right, Ginge?
I am confused.
Insight! And please roll a deception because they roll so great for you.
Inciting a fucking gingerbread
Okay.
man.
Are you
What is
inciting
this
I'm
show?
gingerbread?
inciting Redan, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, insight Redan, because the gingerbread man is legitimately confused.
So I'm definitely gonna need you to do like a deception because I love it. Do I even? All right. I love it.
Okay, this is not a prank. What are you talking about?
Unless you can roll negative, I think you're fine.
I don't know, man. Might roll a nat one.
What's your modifier?
Like 8?
For insight? My insight's a +2, so yeah, I need a nat one.
Okay. So
It's
you go-
probably fine. What?
What happened? What happened? I didn't see.
you go.
Wow, what does that mean?
Oh my god!
I feel like you're perplexed. You can't get a read on me.
You're not sure.
Holy fuck. My stomach has been in my stomach since you said insight check. That's so good.
I don't-
What is happening to this
I'm just
show?
giving you a stink eye then, and then looking at that gingerbread, I'm just like,
Shadow dies and the whole thing goes to shit.
So,
well, don't surprise me. You know how I don't like surprises.
You're a very pretty color.
see? Isn't he nice?
Okay, I do
It's
like
a weird
that.
compliment.
Anyways, Gilberta's in a pissy mood. Sharp is with her. Do you want to just go on this adventure? Fuck it.
I don't know. Has the weather gotten better? Because as I was coming to the mage tower, I mean, not the mage, to the crab shack, it was just terrible.
It's not better, but the weather might be better where we're going.
I step around and look out my window.
It is terrible out there. You can barely see.
Do you really want to be stuck in here, though?
As I'm looking at the window, I pulled out the curtain and I just turn my head around. I'm just like, does it really look like we can go out in this weather?
Talazar gave me a way that we can use the teleportation circle. We can get past all this.
I mean, there's...
Ginge wants to go on an adventure. Do you really
I want to
deprive
go on
this-
an adventure.
Yeah, do you really want to deprive him of that?
I mean, I don't really care. I mean... Do you have feelings, Ginger Cookie?
I don't know what those are.
We're still working on it.
Then I don't really care.
But I have feelings. Don't you care about my feelings, Lilith? Biggest pouty face ever. And insight check that. I dare ya.
And Ginge sees you making the pouty face, and then he makes his own pouty face, but it's like icing on a cookie.
Won't be able to eat cookies after seeing this now. All right. You said Kalazar has found a way for us to get there?
He's given us a way that we can use the teleportation circle to get past this, hopefully.
To where exactly? I mean, I said it was in the east. I didn't have a specific destination.
Exactly. He said he can get us east.
You know what? Might as well we learn more about what we have here. So I mean, if it's not even the right location, we can at least know where this teleportation does take us, and mark that in the books.
Exactly. See?
Wait, he
Just
said
being proactive.
he couldn't tell us exactly where in the east. We
Well,
just threw some transportation somewhere?
Well, I don't really know the area, so
You didn't ask, did you?
maybe.
Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go ahead then. I could, whatever. Fine. Let's just go. See what's there. I could use a distraction or so.
Right? The three of us, best friends, travel adventure buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Best friends travel adventure time.
You wait till you hear his song.
We're going on a trip, adventure time with my friend Redan. We're gonna go someplace, I don't know where it is, but we're best friends and we're going on a trip.
I close the door.
They just don't get you. It's okay.
You go. You hear like shuffling, and then Lilith literally has a drink in her hand. She's like, and opens the door like, "No, I do not want to hear shit from you about this." Look, engine pocks at it.
You can drink whatever the fuck you want. Let's go. I'm bored.
What?
She seems fun.
You have no idea.
I really don't.
He really doesn't.
And what's its name now?
Whatever the fuck you want to call him. I think his name should be Ginge. Jinja. Jinja!
Then my name is Ginge. Jinja. Jinja!
Okay, let's just stick with Jinja then.
Jinja the ninja.
All right, let's go ahead and just tell where we're going in case some dumb shit happens and people need to know where we are.
That's okay.
And-
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. So Lilith will go and just tell NPCs, we're going to go check out this teleportation that's supposed to be at the east. Just kind of get ourselves out.
Downstairs to tell everybody, and Cookie goes, "Oh, you're not going anywhere. Have you taken a look outside?
But we can get past it with the teleportation circle.
That's nice and everything, but we're still here in the storm, and frankly, we could use the personnel. Is this something that could wait a little while longer?"
And then Lilith turns back around like, well, you heard the man. We did our best. And drinks.
I'm really bored. I need to do something.
Why don't you arm wrestle with Cookie?
That fella over there with the glasses has been waiting to talk to somebody from the academy. Maybe go talk to him.
Do you...
I look around. Who?
Does that seem like my job?
Well, one of you ought to do it.
Fine.
I laugh
Thank
at
you,
Lilith.
Gabriel.
I laugh at Lilith and I say, Ginge, go talk to that guy. Represent the academy.
And he is that guy is definitely, at this point we've been snowed in. He's probably engaged in a drinking contest with somebody.
Excellent.
And you see sitting with him what appears to be a mechanical boar, or like a warthog, really.
So, I mean, is Redan's interest peaked yet?
No, not at all.
No, nothing? Okay.
No, I'm
He's chugging, and
bored.
everybody's like, go, 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 go,
So you tell Ginge to go talk to him?
Yep. And I'm watching with just bated breath. Like, how is this going to go?
Like, parkours his way up to the table from the floor. Gets up on the table and be like, wow, you can really drink. My name is Jinja.
He's like, looks over, what the fuck? Ends up spitting out his drink all over, losing the drinking contest.
Mm-hmm.
Against, I don't know, who was I drinking against?
You're drinking against a couple of fur traders.
All right, so imagine they're like, oh, no, as I cough up the the fuck, bro? All right, you have bested me in this drinking contest. I tip my hat to you, sir.
I am here to represent the academy.
Oh, shit. All right. I heard there were some weird creatures here. Hello, little dude. I am Darius McCleran. I've come to apply to the academy. Is Mistress...
Hello, Daryl McClarkin.
All right. Is Headmistress Jabetta available for a meeting? I've been waiting quite some time to interview for application.
She's blue.
Where's your daddy or mommy, little buddy?
We got a big
My best friend Radan is over there. We're best friends.
All right. Does Radan have anything that like signifies the academy? Also, is he wearing his collar right now?
Yes to the collar, no to anything else.
All right.
But this gingerbread man is pointing to this barbarian next to this tiefling.
Okay. You have a good one, little cookie dude.
I will have
Translate.
all of the good ones. Thank you, friend.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to compete against you in this game of drinking. I hope that we meet again soon. And he's actually going to go over to Tommy, with whom I'm sure he's gotten acquainted by now.
Yes.
Excuse me, Tommy, is that large gentleman affiliated with the academy?
Yes, that is Radan. He is the barbarian. I think he keeps the bags. I don't know.
All right, fair enough. And yeah, I guess I'll go over to these folks.
All
and
right.
introduce myself. Hello, my name is Darius McCleran. I've come to apply to be a student here at the academy.
That's interesting.
Is Headmistress Fuckanot around that I may have a meeting with her?
She's here, but she's not available.
Oh, I understand. Well, is there perhaps someone, such as one of you, who can make decisions such as enrollment options?
You were just speaking to him.
Hello, I am Ginger.
Oh, all right. My apologies, Mr. Ginger.
He may seem simple, but I assure you, he's quite sharp.
No, I am rounded on the edges.
See what I mean? He got that.
I'm gonna do an insight check on Lilith.
Me.
Yeah.
The one sitting in the corner drinking, not saying anything.
It was, well,
Just kind of watching everything play out and be like, all
Just
right.
watching this unfold.
Puck said she was with him.
Yeah. I put
She
you
never-
there.
Okay. So I'm gonna do an insight check on Lilith.
Oh, what?
Just to see like, are these guys fucking with me?
One of them is.
Like,
Yes.
is she repressing a laugh over there? Basically.
I am repressing. I'm letting this happen out of my own amusement. Yeah. I don't know. What should I roll anything? I don't know what to roll for that.
Just,
got
I
a
guess,
16.
I mean, how much are you trying to
Yeah, how
hide the fact that
discreet are
you
you
find
being?
this hilarious?
I'm not trying. I'm not trying
so
to be
he-
discreet. I'm just sitting there, just watching, being amused.
So it's pretty obvious from from the look on her face that you are being messed with.
I see. My father said that you would try to test my instincts upon application. I see that this is clearly a ruse, but I will not fall for it, large sir.
Congratulations, you passed our test. I need to look at your documents.
Ignore that.
Oh, thank you, little gingerbread man. And I will reach into my bag and pull out both my resume as well as my previous academic transcripts.
And it's just like holds them out in front of him like this, arms
Yeah.
wide.
I love this idea. The mental
just-
image is beautiful.
He looks it over and he like taps it on Radan's shoulder to sort it out and holds it up. Looks at it very closely. I cannot read.
Aha! Then
We'll have to
perhaps
work
you should
on
give
that.
it to one of your larger companions here.
Here you go, Radan. You are my best friend. Can you read this to me?
I can, and I will read it out loud to Jinja.
Okay. While you're reading his transcript out loud to Jinja,
Somebody, please. Somebody, what the fuck?
it's just letting this go on. Meanwhile, back in Jobetta's room, I gotta be honest, I kind of like Darius so far. It's the voice. The
Still
voice
un-
is doing it for me.
I'm still undecided.
I'm
Yeah.
surprisingly charismatic for a half-orc. My father is said to be quite handsome as a human.
Fucking face. Okay.
Okay, Roger.
Okay, so Gilbetta, you're dragged into your room by Sharp.
Mumbling the whole way, just
Yeah, and she like gently takes your mace in her hand, sets it on the table, and then she pulls you into the water
what?
where you guys have some stuff that's heating it right now because everything's starting to ice over.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that actually.
There's a mechanism in place.
Very good.
And she says, "Okay, talk to me, dear. What's wrong? What is wrong, Moon Sister? Because you are clearly troubled."
They just more secrets, just secrets and secrets and secrets that keep coming out. And then we had this whole meeting about what we want to do here and how we want to progress things forward. Didn't really figure anything out, but then they want to leave immediately.
What do they want to do?
Something about going east. I don't know. She's made friends with a demon apparently. And
Okay.
yeah, right. And
Well, she's a tiefling, so I mean that's not unusual, I guess.
Yeah, but she didn't tell anyone. She kept it a secret. Apparently she's known about this for a while. And I'm just sick of the fucking secrets, for one. I thought we were past all this. And then come to find out we're not.
Okay.
And now they just want to leave. And instead of staying here to help, start getting things in order, and B, in the middle of a blizzard when our people might need us.
Okay. Now, and she's just kind of like stroking your head while you're ranting to her.
And Jovetta
Like
at a certain
full-on
point,
cuddle.
like when she like rants and takes a breath and she's done. Thank you. She literally just is like and like just like face first into the water, just floating upside, just like dead man floating, just laying there like just smacking the water like
Okay.
like these motherfuckers.
So I'm getting that you're upset because these people are crazy. But my dear Moon Sister, they have always been crazy.
Yeah, I know.
And look how far you've come.
But things were different then. We had your brother.
Yeah.
Now we don't.
And Quick made a habit of always fighting against the tides. That was kind of his whole deal. But
honestly, I miss arguing with him. That was, I think, the sharpest my mind ever was, because I always knew that I needed to be thinking 3 steps ahead.
Well, I guess you just don't need to think 3 steps ahead anymore.
Somebody does.
Then maybe it has to be a thing where you all put your heads together and think 3 steps ahead of the next guy. I know they're nuts, and there's secrets and a demon now, but did you meet the demon?
No, I was I don't remember. I wasn't there. I didn't see him.
Okay. Well,
and like I'm just sick of this, and that I knew that in the aftermath of Kashano that there were going to be problems, but I really thought that it was something that we could get past, and I don't know if we can. It's just, it just all feels useless. We still have so many things to take care of. And now we have to decide who's going to be the Masked Lord of Waterdeep. And that was Kashano's game. I don't understand the political workings of Waterdeep. I don't think any of us do the way that he did. I don't even understand the stunt he pulled when he called Zelos out in the middle of town after everything was after all the Meccano men or whatever happened. I would have never thought of that. I mean, what the hell? Who thinks of that shit?
he did.
Yeah,
But just because he's not around to do that anymore doesn't mean that you have to now.
I know. And I think part of what the problem that part of why it's taking me so long to grieve him is because I'm having a hard time accepting that things are never going to be the same as they were. I'm having a hard time accepting that we may not be able to do the same things that we did when he was here. And that the hardest thing of accepting all of that is accepting that it might be okay.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It is going to be different. I don't know that it's going to be okay. But I can tell you one thing. I'm here now with you. Everyone's safe in this place. There's warm food and warm beds for everyone. And
Yeah. Which is why I don't want to leave. I mean, with this snowstorm, I know it's going to last for at least 24 hours. And if something were to happen, if there were to be some sort of cave in or something.
So Moon Priestess, don't leave. It's okay to put your foot down.
But then if they leave, how can I let them go and not go with them?
Okay, I don't know how to put this gingerly.
Please don't talk about Ginger right now.
Okay.
That made my fucking night.
I don't know how to put this delicately. I think you are very capable of outwitting Redan. I think most people here are. He tends to go along with most things people tell him.
But I don't...
That's just been my experience.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't want to have to do that.
Then what do you want?
I don't, with him, I just wish that if I could talk to him, that we could have conversation and him listen and not have to try to outwit him. Because I don't like trying to have to outwit my friends, but there's no other way with him.
But that's kind of the way Quick handled things.
I know.
So if you don't want to handle things the way Quick did, you're going to have to just have the hard talks. And I'm good with people. If you want, I'll back you up.
I kind of exploded on Lilith yesterday. She fucking deserved it. Do not get me wrong.
Aren't we still on the same day?
It's still the same day. Like,
Okay.
Oh, well then earlier.
This isn't tonight. And she says, she does the supportive girlfriend thing where she rubs your head and she says, I'm sure she did. I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. There's so many things we have to fix. And we still have Owen Stone and Zelos. I don't know what their plan is. I don't. And then I'm tormented by the fact that his Kashano's soul may be trapped in a really bad place. If I knew that it was a happy place, I wouldn't really worry about it. But just. Well, maybe it is a happy place. We don't know. And the other stuff, we'll work it out in time. The thing is, you're not Quick. Not like actually Quick, but you're not like that.
Yes, I know, darling.
You know what I mean. These names are
dear,
hard.
I know.
But the point is, don't try to be him. Don't try to think about it. Don't worry about all these things.
Puck, you're you're garbling in and out.
Oh, I'm garbling in and
I
out?
thought it was just me, so I was going to
check line of sight on your transmitter.
All right, let's see. Better now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're doing
Okay. Put this on the table. Okay, so she says...
Redo
"Don't-"
intense moment. Go.
So she says, don't try to be him. Don't stress. Because the Jabetta I know doesn't stress. She rolls with things and answers questions with her mace.
Yeah.
So be that person.
I know. I think that's what's been wrong with. I think I've been trying to not be him, but keep that element of him that was the glue that held us together. We have to figure out how to be a team without him.
Yeah.
And how to make it work. And currently, I don't know what that looks like.
I agree.
Especially with the secret keeping, and I don't have the energy to outwit Redan.
It's okay. I'm sure if we just talk to Redan seriously, he'll come around to what you want.
I don't know.
And I think if we have a long, serious chat with Lilith and maybe meet her demon friend, we can sort things out there too.
I'm trying to be open-minded about that, but come on, demons in the keep, you just like what?
Okay. So full disclosure, I'm not about demons. I don't like demons, but I did a lot of stuff in Shadowing Wild, and demons are a spectrum. There's a spectrum of demons. So maybe we'll check this one out.
Yeah.
It's not a wide spectrum, but we'll check this one out.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking clerics and their
No one else
bullshit.
knows. No one else knows anything about him. So.
Well, let's find out everything we can. But let's have a little swim. We'll have a cuddle, and we'll make you feel real good. And then we'll get to work. Sound good?
Right, Colin.
Yeah. No, look, Jobetta's fine with the Brewers because they've proven themselves to be like they've proven themselves.
Jobetta thinks they're one of the good ones.
Yes.
Why are clerics so bigoted?
This is getting charged. Okay.
Anything that's evil is just like,
That's what organized religion is.
Okay. I'm doing a thing with my hatch. Okay, it's fine.
What is happening over there?
I'm doing a thing.
You look like a
Too hot the other way.
candy corn with ears.
It's precisely the look I'm going for.
Anyway.
So, yeah, she spends some quality time with you to try and sort this out and try and get you re-energized to where you can deal with shit again.
Jobetta's just like in the water, at the edge of it, just with her head just resting on the
And she's got her arms around your shoulder and she's rubbing the back of your head and telling you it's going to be okay and
Nice.
taking care of you. All right. Meanwhile, back in the bar.
You'll notice on my resume that I have extensive experience in the adventuring industry with McCleran Adventuring Enterprises.
I will notice this. So, Lilith and Redan, what are you guys surveilling about this dude?
I'm doing nothing. I'm just thinking about how I need to get Ginger some glasses.
If you have some icing in a piper, you could just like.
You may have to talk to Cookie about that.
Maybe some fudge for nice thick rims.
Cookie could literally bake him equipment. Like,
I've literally checked out of this entire conversation. I'm just like, oh.
His mind's somewhere else now.
Ginger needs some glasses, maybe a top hat. We need to make him a little suit.
And I'm going to actually turn to Redan now and address him. While your little friend goes over my paperwork, might I ask? Well, no, actually, you're the one reading it now.
Yeah,
Redan
was
was reading it to him. I said, Mr. Redan, might I ask how you managed to imbue this baked good with a semblance of life?
I found him in a cage. He was rabid.
I wanted to kill everything.
He really did.
I see. And how did you manage to change that alignment?
There was an operation.
He put a note in me.
Who was it that performed this operation? I'd be very interested in speaking with them.
I don't think he would be interested in speaking with anyone.
I like your pig.
Well, I'll direct your attention to my education as well as special skills. For you see, I have extensive experience in artisan work, sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Artificing as well, such as imbuing items with magical properties. May I show you my portfolio?
Friend Redan, what is artificing?
I don't know what artificing is.
And I'm going to take out my great club that I have enchanted. For
Is that
example,
what you use for artificing?
I want to butt in, but I'm
got
having
you.
too much
I
fun.
got you.
It's so hard to keep a straight face right now.
Can we just, if you look at the last 10 minutes and then you look at this scene, it's like, what the fuck? Is this two different shows?
it's a roller coaster. Welcome to the Mercs of Mischief. Hey,
Oh God,
I am enjoying Ginge so much.
I can tell. It's enjoyable to play an upbeat, happy character.
Okay.
for example, I have imbued this club with magical power to increase its accuracy and make it pierce armor more easily.
How?
Well, through the science of artificing, of course, by
How is
using.
your fist involved?
I'm gonna turn to Lilith. Perhaps you are the person I should be speaking with. I find that often the people in charge are most
Yeah.
quiet during these sort of interactions.
I was just seeing how long this would last. Far longer than I thought.
Hello,
Yeah.
I am Darius McCleran. You must be Lilith Singer. I've heard much about you.
Oh, what have you heard?
She's
Oh.
pink.
Thank you.
Indeed she is, which is a thing I had heard, as well as being told ahead of time about your inexplicable beauty, which I can certainly agree with at this point.
That
Oh, you're
eyebrow.
smooth talker.
I'd like to imagine Ginge and I are sharing a glance right now.
He's right. She is very pretty.
I also understand that you do much of the public relational work with dealing with people of the higher end. Perhaps you have heard of my family's business, the McCleran Adventuring Enterprises.
Something tells me Lilith doesn't.
She probably doesn't pay attention to that kind of thing.
No.
But what's she gonna say?
Oh. Actually, I haven't.
No, well, perhaps if you, as an adventurer, know of other adventurers, you've heard of my father, Darren McCleran, the dashing human barbarian who became a baron.
From where exactly?
I was trying to do that with a straight face.
you made it to the end. It's fine.
I got through it.
It's good. Okay. You know what? This is fine. This is nice and light before we do the crossover. Okay, go ahead. Please continue.
And
Oh.
where is this exactly?
Is the small kingdom of out east. You have something specific for me? Or do you want me to make something up?
I love this. I have never heard of that place.
Do you want me to make something up, or do you have a place for him to be from?
No, that's officially what his town's name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pronounced, it's spelled Enenh.
And
Yeah.
Was there a typo when they were naming that place? No offense.
It's
the original name
old-
stems.
It's Old Orcish.
Yeah, the original name stems from Old Orcish.
Am I pronouncing this right? Yeah.
Well, it's actually pronounced Inyeh.
Oh, there's an E before the N.
Yes. Inyeh.
Inyeh.
Yeah, the tonality is important to the Orcish language.
How is this spelled?
Eneh, except for it's important to remember to inflect down and then up. Inyeh.
Inyeh. Am I saying this right? I don't want to.
You're saying it excellent. Do you have a background speaking Orcish?
This is the rest of the episode.
Phonetics of a year.
I was hoping there were going to be like 4 silent letters in there.
It's a beautiful language. Inyeh.
Well, I think you're quite alone in that thinking, but
All right.
I respect your opinion.
I feel like you would definitely fit right in with what you're capable of doing, and I'm sure we have a blacksmith, so if you could help out in enchanting those weapons and armors, that would help us in a great deal. And you said earlier that you came here to attend to our school, or to find work here. Which one was it?
Oh, well, my father was under the impression that the Avalon Knights Academy was reopening, and that you would be accepting students.
So you're coming here as a student, not as a... Okay. Would you be interested in doing both? To be here as a student, but also as as one of the staff members here who works?
That's called a work study program.
Thank you, Gilberta!
You mean like a work study? Isn't that for poor kids?
Not here.
Shit.
No.
This kid wants to pay tuition, and Lilith is like, wow, let us pay you instead.
Well,
Hey, guy can enchant our weapons and armor. I'm gonna squeeze that out of him.
I suppose
Yeah,
that
for free as school projects.
I suppose that if it afforded full unfettered access to both your facilities and high-level staff, that might be an amicable arrangement.
Are we going to let him artifice the staff?
What staff? Oh, not literal staff. No, Ginger, no.
I'm quite confused.
Okay.
Is this not an educational institution?
It is. We plan on opening quite soon, actually. You just came here very early.
Oh, I see. Well,
So,
I would be happy to bide my time here in this lovely tavern until the classes are able to resume. As long as that, someone can, send my dad a letter saying that I am officially enrolled.
I'll write it. And he gets on the table, and it's just like a big quill, and it's just scribbles.
I like to imagine
I'm breaking the quill so it's Ginger size.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's adorable.
Preferably one written in common and not baked good language.
I
I call it Baconese.
Just let him do this. We'll send you an official one. Right.
All right, fair
Cookie.
enough.
And I yell out, Cookie.
What can I do for you, Lilith?
We have a man here who's interested in enrolling in our academy. Do we have paperwork?
Oh, I could probably put something together. We'll have Wormspit send over the proper paperwork for you.
Pardon me, sir, but are you the Cookie from the original Avalon Knights Academy?
I'm a Cookie. You can call me whatever you like afterwards.
We have 2 cookies here.
Well, I believe that you would be the Cookie that my brother was named after.
I never had anybody named after me, least to my knowledge.
Well, I would say you have, sir, for over 20 years.
Really?
Indeed.
I should have to meet this fella.
Perhaps he can come by. You know, he does work in the adventuring field himself.
Oh yeah, really? What group is he with?
Oh, he is with the McCleran Adventuring Enterprises.
Ah, the Barbarian McCleran?
Yes, my father, Darren McCleran, the Barbarian, who became a baron.
Darren the McCleran, the Barbarian who became a baron.
That is him. One and the same.
Darren McCleran, the Barbarian
I'm
who
so proud of this one.
I feel like I would have
This is
practiced
my
that
best
after.
backstory yet.
No, we're
Darren
gonna do this further.
McCleran, the Barbarian Baron. Hey.
Darren McCleran, the Barbarian who became a baron.
I remember
McCleran,
Darren
who became a
McCleran, the Barbarian. I
No.
remember Darren McCleran, the Barbarian, who before he became a baron. He used
Of
to have a
course.
trouble with swearing.
Still does, sir, but it's not as much of a trouble. No one really questions him. He's found quite a bit of success. Of course, having become a barbarian, or having become a baron after starting as a barbarian. I can't fucking do it.
You did it to yourself.
Yes, he's grown quite successful in a kingdom out to the east.
Oh, really? What kingdom would that be?
That would be the kingdom of
Oh, I've been out to Inya a few times.
Oh God.
And yeah, it sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
Inya, it does sound wonderful. It is a fine seaside place. I'm so glad McCleran the Barbarian, who became a baron who used to have trouble swearing, decided to settle down there and make a good home.
Yes, when he heard that the academy had reopened, he sent me to enroll, as he was never able to. Unfortunately, by the time he arrived, as a young man, you had already ceased operation.
Well, how's old Darren McCleran faring these days?
Tremendously.
Well, I'll be sparing Yemi stories about Darren McCleran the Barbarian.
Yes, perhaps we can exchange stories earlier. Or later. I'm sorry, words are hard.
Like Lilith's like dying over in the corner. Okay.
Do you happen to
So
know?
much alliteration going on.
Do you happen to know who it was that was able to change the alignment of this sentient cookie?
Oh, that was probably Calazar. He likes to tinker with these kinds of things.
Oh, Kelazar, that's my sister's name.
You have a weird family. I hope to meet them soon. I gotta check out old Darren McCleran the Barbarian, who settled down to become a baron in the town of Nia after he got over his problem with swearing. I'm glad he's
Yes.
faring now.
Well, our family has been called weird before. I mean, Kelazar is a half drow, and Cookie is a half giant. My father had quite the adventures.
Well, that sounds delightful. I'll be sure to work it into me schedule once the snow melts. But I got an announcement to make. It looks like we're gonna be snowed in for the night, so I apologize to everyone here, but I'll be flowing out the hot cocoa for everyone.
Oh, that's fantastic. Perhaps with some peppermint schnapps.
Excellent.
That
Well,
actually
all right.
sounds delightful.
Maybe not peppermint schnapps, but I got some hard cider for you. I'll work that up.
Fantastic.
Well, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Well, if our business is concluded, I suppose that myself and Chadwick will make ourselves at home.
Well, you be sure to give your best to your dad, Darren McCleran the Barbarian, who became a baron, who used to have trouble with swearing, and tell him thanks for caring. And off he goes.
Oh, I most certainly will. I'm sure that he will stop by eventually to meet you once and for all.
Cookie, could you write?
Oh, wait, no,
him a
you've already
letter?
met. Never mind. You guys have already met. We just decided.
Write him a letter to that Darren Baron Barbarian from a year. Too much work.
It's becoming
All right.
it's becoming a rap battle. Okay.
So I'll say, Chadwick, let us retire to our room. And the mechanical boar will get up and follow me to the room. Or warthog, sorry, warthog. It's way more metal. It's gotta be a warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
Thank you. Very nice. I love this episode. Okay. Absolutely full ass DMing. Okay.
We're about to burst someone's gut in the chat room.
Yeah.
We broke him.
And mine also. 'Cause that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. So by
Wow.
this time, Gilbetta is fully comforted and is making her way out of her room with Sharp.
How many times has she been comforted?
That's not your fucking business.
Good answer.
And she emerges and Sharp is with her. She's like, okay, everybody, hi. So we need to have a talk. Are you guys good for a team chat?
Do I see a man in a warthog going away?
So we're probably passing the hallway, I guess.
Yeah, he's gone up to his, well, his room would be upstairs and yours is downstairs to get to
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
access.
So no, we won't. That's good because I would have to, because you're the person I was originally supposed to talk to. And
Oh, yeah, no, we
don't need to
gotta-
do another Darius scene right now.
you got to build that up for the second half.
God.
That's the good shit.
I'm gonna have to write down some puns on the break.
Yeah. So she comes out and she says, do you guys have time to talk with Gilbetta? And I'm going to, I guess, moderate. Sure.
I ask Cookie for a shot. I take it and I'm like, yep.
I am going to help myself to the largest glass container, cask, keg, whatever I can find of Cookie's mead, and I'm bringing it with me, but I'm not indulging yet.
Okay.
When did you start drinking exactly?
He frequently drinks it to go on spiritual journeys.
Yeah. He has a purpose.
Shit's gonna get real if I can't leave the crab shack.
I'll mentally leave.
Snow Day Redan is not
No,
So
fun time.
she's
he could be
like,
reading a book or something. We got so many.
Sharp
books.
looks at everybody and says, okay, whose room do we want to do this in?
Ginger's room.
Does she have a room?
Okay,
You
let's go to my room. And she takes you guys
And
up to
Jobetta's
her
like,
room.
oh god, babe, with the cats.
Cats are magical creatures, and I don't get on you about the fish stuff. All right. So we're gonna go. And
I love
the
this
room.
relationship.
I know a cat and a fish is having a relationship. This is awesome.
Somebody needs to draw a fan art of Sharp with the cat face with Jabetta hanging out of her mouth.
What?
Just like
Just-
fish
Okay,
out of water.
yeah.
Sounds
So yeah, you guys go up to Kashana the Sharp's room, and her room is just cats everywhere. She's got a cat-shaped bed. There's depictions of cats on the wall that move, like moving artwork that jump and frolic and leap all over the place. And it's not like they don't look like real cats; they look like anime cats.
And is it don't if you like poke the wall they react?
Yeah, they react to your actions and movements.
Yeah.
This is borderline obsessive.
Cats are magical creatures.
Said
Okay.
the man that has an actual gingerbread man.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Ginger, do you like cats? I don't know.
Did we establish Ginger's running speed? Because it should be like 120.
Yeah.
Can't catch him. He's a
It's like
gingerbread man.
peeling around. Okay, so this hat is very hot. Okay.
Toasty.
Yeah, right. That's so warm, so cozy. Thank you,
Fall
Cherry
asleep.
Stitches. Okay, so
Oh god.
she sets everybody, have a seat. We need to figure out how this team works now without my brother. And that's my cold open. So, first of all, I need to say this. Quick didn't trust anyone. He was the slowest to trust person I've ever met in my entire life. And he still made this work. But you guys need to trust each other, and you need to believe in each other to make good decisions and have each other's backs. Or else he died for nothing. And I know that's a hard bomb to drop. And I'm sorry for putting that on everybody. But that's how I feel. So we're snowed in. We got Coco. And we got a room to ourselves. Time to sort our shit out.
I don't understand what shit there is to sort out. Things are fine. Sucks Kashano died, but it's fine. How is this any different than how we normally act and behave?
Because this time we don't have Kashano on our backs pulling us back together.
I feel like he never pulled us back together. I feel like we always just came back together. Again, I don't see the problem. I feel like everything is normal. Right, Jinja?
Yes, everything is normal for me.
Fine. Lilith, do you feel like everything's normal?
In a weird way, but I want it to be better. I know that we are upset with each other. And I don't want that.
Please clarify who you're upset with.
Was that to anyone in particular?
To Lilith.
Okay.
Everyone. Myself included. I don't know what was right, and I thought what I was doing was right. And apparently not.
Hold on. Can you
And I apologize.
clarify what you're talking about when you say what you were doing, just so that we're all on the same page?
Thinking there's a better time to tell you things. Basically, I was thinking after we solved Blackwind, I would tell you what was going on. I didn't want anyone to be distracted or concerned, or I just wanted everyone to be focused on what was the main problem facing us. And I hurt your feelings for not saying something sooner.
Look, I get that you have this whole you don't want to burden people thing,
It's not.
but in its inherent state, that's what friends and family do for each other. It doesn't matter.
I would like to point out that Kashano did the exact same thing with us.
Yes, I know. Do you know how many times he and I fought about shit like this? It took us so long to get to a point to where we could be completely open and honest with each other.
It wasn't just finding a good time, but like you said, you called me out. I was finding a time that suits me as well. I find it hard to talk about things that are personal. It took me about 2 years to even tell anything to Spoonie.
And I get that. I know it's hard. But this is my home. And as long as you are here, and if you want this to be your home, then us as a team, we need to know the things that could endanger our home. Not after they happen, but before. Now, I understand if someone comes to you and asks you to keep a secret, that's a little, I can't really be mad about that if you don't say anything, if one of our family comes to you and says something like that. Like Radan, I know that you knew things before and you were asked to keep a secret. That's fine. Because that is a step in not betraying our trust with each other. But we've got to be honest with each other and tell each other what is going on. Even if we think it might be a problem down the line. Because this is our home. We have people here that depend on us. And we have no other option. Especially the three of us in this room. I know that with the warlocks, we don't get to see them very often. That's why we, the three of us, have to be on our best and have to be close.
There are 4 of us.
I'm not. Okay, I feel like he doesn't have secrets.
You don't know that.
Gingy, do you have secrets?
I was supposed to kill a baron.
What?
Wait, please explain.
Oh no!
I mean, that cookie was there. It was made for something.
First off, I would like to
Nobody
say
fucking asked what this thing was there for.
First off, I would like to say that, haha, I'm right. Second off, go ahead. Please explain.
I was baked by a witch in a forest. She wanted me to kill a baron who sent soldiers to kill her.
Did you do it?
No, I was captured by some dudes.
Would you like to do that?
Not anymore. Now I just want to be friendly, be your friend, and kill things that you asked me to kill.
That's good to know.
Okay, well, see, that's out now. That's a thing we know. Seems weird. Whatever.
And that it's going to kill on your command?
I guess. I told him to not be afraid to kill if I told him to.
I will slaughter thousands in his name.
That's awesome.
I'm a little uncomfortable.
As Sharp just kind of looks around and it's just like, it's a cookie. Am I missing something?
Giovanna saw it when it was like rabid, right?
Yeah, we all did.
Ginger,
It
how
was
would
like
you
in its class click and everything.
If I told you to kill me, how would you do it?
What?
However you want to do.
Do you have any special killing skills?
No.
Oh, we'll have to work on that.
Well, apparently Radan's gonna train it. That's out. So.
I am told most creatures have soft bits that you can pledge search objects into.
This is true.
Okay. We have one assassin cookie. I mean, no one would be expecting this to kill them, right?
I'm certainly not expecting it or imagining that it's possible.
That sounds like a challenge.
Don't make me eat your cookie.
I'm just saying, look, if he's got 150-foot movement speed, run in.
It's just a cookie teleports behind you.
Yeah, teleports inside of your stomach.
Ginger, can you stay perfectly still?
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna try to pick it up, but looking at Rodan like, is this okay, kind of thing?
Yep.
I pick him up.
Tee.
He doesn't exactly stay in character. I poke it again, see if it laughs. Can you do this without laughing? Okay. One more time,
Oh.
do not laugh. It's quiet as well as being still. Poke it again. Now, see,
So-
if we just lay him in a tray of cookies, no one will ever know.
So it's like Radan. You have to tell him exactly what you mean to get him to listen.
The details
You're
are
muted.
important.
I don't see how that's a bad thing. Clarity. Be precise with your words.
Sharp says, okay, I think we've gone on track a little bit.
Yeah, this is not.
This cookie is delightful. It's very novel.
It's very distracting.
This
It really
murder
is.
cookie.
This is.
Put it back in his shoulder and be like, all right, you at ease.
My darling Azure princess is correct. And I think we all need to understand each other. And I guess I'll get the ball rolling. I'm not used to permanency. Everything in my life has always been temporary. There's temporary lodging, temporary people, temporary friends. The only things I had that were permanent were the other Kashanos. So I'm not used to staying in one place. And I'm trying to change that. I've been barding since I was 12 years old, and I've been killing since I was 16. And not because I wanted to, but because I had to. And now it's all I know. So this place, this life that my brother carved out, I kind of want to stay here. And make it, well, just trying to turn a frown upside down.
And Jabetta's like, I've told you, babe. There's a nice hill of land. The river runs right through. We can build a house right there.
Okay, dear, this is not the time to discuss this.
Okay,
I
know.
appreciate.
I'm just saying.
We'll do this later. But that's who I am. My instinct is always to go to the next place, to go to the next thing, to protect myself. And I'm going to work on that. To be here. Reliability is something new for me, but I'm learning it. Okay, who's next?
Jabetta reaches out and like holds her hand and like it's okay, babe. It's okay.
Dan, you asked me a question back at the tiny hut. What would it take for me to put all my attention into the keep? And that is to get rid of a contract and kill my father.
How would that get rid of the contract?
Yeah, didn't you say something about a death clause?
I think she said it like, get rid of a contract, comma, and kill my father.
Oh. They can talk just like that. I will respond and just be like, no, it has nothing to do with the contract.
I mean, look, we already told you we can kill your dad. Like, I'm good with that. Fuck that guy.
I need more information before I go off assassinating people.
I turn the other way. I pull down my sleeve because he's never seen it. And you can see the scars. But I'm not looking.
He did that. Why?
I pull it back up, cover it. Because I'm just this.
I side with Jinja on this. I don't see a problem. You're beautiful. You're perfect.
16 years. Alone. Surrounded by stone. And he only calls me out when I have to take my sister's place, when she is supposed to be firm. Other than that, I'm left in the dark.
So you want to kill him strictly for vengeance?
I look at Jabetta. I look back at Radan. Honestly, I want justice.
That makes sense. That is fair. Would you like a hug?
She goes and hugs herself.
Would you like a hug from Ginger?
She doesn't have time to answer. She's just like confused at it. So you can sneak that in if you want.
Ginger.
Emergency hug leaps off his shoulder and like
Teleports over. Misty stepping Cookie.
vanishes and leaves like a tiny log in his place.
So the thing that Jolbetta latched onto from that, she looks real confused, and she's like, "Wait, did you?" So are you saying that you didn't choose to be a bard?
It just kind of happened.
Is that even what you want? Or have you been doing it because it was what happened? Or do you know?
I actually do like to sing. I was doing it before he was taking me out as a way to calm myself or just to hear something. It was very quiet.
What is a larger priority for you?
I can't kill the bastard.
Why?
Because Pisthog warned me that there's a possible death clause.
I don't understand.
Meaning if I kill the son of a bitch, that contract will not end. And I will get sent. I will still be sent to the damn hells.
If you kill him or if he dies?
Guess it depends on the contract, right?
Which I'm still trying to find out. And either Pisthog can either try to help me, or I somehow steal the contract under my father's nose. Or
Ginger could do it.
I mean, we've got rogues everywhere. We can look. We can keep Ginger with you. That's. So okay. If we were to try to steal the contract, do you know if there's a physical copy of it somewhere?
everything is new. I wish I could answer all these questions. That's why I was waiting to get answers, to know what the hell is going on. Right now, everything is still unclear. And if I'm not stealing the contract from my damn father, then somehow getting in contact with the demon who made that contract in the Nine Hells.
So the one that did the deal with your father.
We have options. Yes.
How can I help?
Which one?
What can I do? What can we do?
I don't know yet. As soon as I figure it out, though, I will let you know and keep you updated. John.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jabetta's like, this is what I was saying. Like, if you tell us these things, then we can brainstorm ways to figure it out.
Then which route? Which route then? So far,
Well-
the safest to me is Piss Dog getting more info.
Do you know the name of the demon that made the contract? I can try to find him.
I'm very wary about that ability of yours. You were possessed by something last time you did it.
That's fair. But it's something we can try.
Well,
I was
and-
also an ancient god.
Yeah,
Objectively,
and-
that wasn't my best idea, and I wasn't also wearing my ring.
Yes, that's why. And I think Redan now understands. Correct me if I'm wrong, Redan. That how important it is to wear that ring, especially when you're doing that.
I appreciate you not making the assumption that I understand that. Thank you very much. I do.
But so that's not quite as the leftover problems that you seem to be having. Those concern me, but I don't really know how we correct that. So
Yeah, that's fucked up.
yeah, you passed out in the middle of battle. That wasn't good. But back to we can. I'm fine with him doing that thing. Not right now. I think we should wait until we have this conversation, if you don't mind, Redan. But if we do figure out who it is, then
I know who.
I'm plugging my ears just in case you say it out loud.
because as soon as he finds out the name, he's gonna keep the thing.
It's like he has to be removed from the situation.
I want to imagine that Jinja is right there putting his hand on his one ear to help.
He's just like,
I see that, and I'm just looking back at Javetta. I'm just like,
I'm like, we can when we're done, we can tell him, and then we can monitor him while he does the thing. It's only an hour. We can make sure someone's here with him. That way, if something weird happens, we can wake him up or try to or whatever. But
I'm also really fucking pissed off at the Deep Dura, and I want to find that bitch, and I want to kill her.
you want to kill a god?
Yes.
a whole nother level of.
That seems
I won't yet, don't worry.
dangerous.
I'm just... Not
Right?
yet.
Mine's at least just a human. You're talking about a god.
Yep. Not yet, though. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Kashana would be so proud of you right now.
you'd be all over that.
Okay, that's news.
How's
I mean,
that
I get
gonna-
being pissed off. I get that, but that's a pretty big step to take, wanting to kill a god.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a god that caused the Cyric really caused most of those problems
right.
to begin with. If you want to kill someone, I mean, I want to kill a god. I mean,
Let's
fuck that guy.
Gotta finish up the. I mean, if we're going to finish gods, I'd rather go after the damn bastard that put up that fucking mist on the boat.
Sharp is like patting Gilbetta on the shoulders, like maybe let's not like come up with more gods for him to kill. Let's.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, fuck that guy.
Can Kashana become one of the voices in Redan's head now?
Actually, they've all been removed, so there's no more voices in his
Damn
head
it.
currently.
He has a
Yeah.
cookie
It's
now.
just all Redan.
And
It's
it's
all
all
Redan in there.
Redan and an upbeat cookie. Redan, do you mind plugging your ears for a second?
They're still plugged, like I can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just been
Oh.
talking like that.
Yeah.
I like how he's talking louder than usual. Anyways, it's Bastilak. Have you heard of him?
Has Jobetta heard of?
No,
Huh?
you have not heard of this specific one, because he's an up and comer.
Ah.
So So he wouldn't have been known prior to this.
Okay.
And you haven't been to theology study in a while.
No. She's like,
He's just a recent addition to the top 100 demon charts.
Yeah. It's just like, you know how they used to have like that list of terrorists, and it was like the eighth and the king and everything like that.
FBI's most wanted.
Top 100.
Yeah, he's been swapped out of that.
Jobetta's like, I don't know, that doesn't ring a bell to me. I mean, do you know anything about him, or?
I'm trying to pry the information out of his dog.
So what? Okay, hold on. Speaking of what did you?
The imp.
Sure. Did you summon him? Did you ask for his help? Where the hell did this? I mean, well.
Cherry introduced me to him.
So how did? I mean, Cherry's. That's okay.
She knows a lot of people. I mean,
some of them are demons.
I don't know what else to say. If you have a question, you want connection to something, to somewhere, the woman knows. Or knows someone.
Do you know how she knows him?
I'm not exactly sure the history of it, but she managed to.
She said that she used him as an informant in the past.
Okay. Yeah. So Lilith physically doesn't know the full history of it. Just she just has control over him, really.
Okay, sure, that seems normal. So is he fine? Like, is he fine? Does he what?
Well, he's very interested in getting on my good side. The one pro.
Have you said the name yet?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Can,
yes, I know.
Okay.
And Jobetta motions that you can take your arms down.
Reach out and to get his arm to come down.
We'll tell you later. You'll know when it's time.
Yeah, don't tell me.
What was I saying? He wants to get in your favor. What?
Yes.
Oh.
Apparently there's something special about being the first of a line of a tiefling family or whatever. So.
I mean, there's something special in general about being Lilith Singer.
Oh, why thank you.
That was really nice. That was like Ginger level nice.
I mean, look, you're all, well, there's two of you left, but you're both special in your own ways. You know how I feel about you, woman.
There's three of us in here.
Intentionally giving you a hard time.
I don't know Ginger yet. I'm not gonna make a judgment call until I get to know Ginger more.
I like you.
And she pats him on the head.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
but it's like you're both special. And then she looks at Sharp don't even. And she's like, these are stressful times. Damn it. We've got to figure out how this works now.
well,
Go
ahead.
Well, I still don't know. I know how you came to be with us, Lilith, because we found you in Neverwinter.
And boy, did shit go sideways after that.
I don't know what your commitment level is. I mean, I know you've got this other stuff going on, but...
She takes slight offense to that. Don't know my commitment level. This is my home. Jabata. I have never had a real family.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think you've ever said that.
She smiles and is like, as Lady of the Keep, this is my home, and I plan to take care of it, and all that resides in it.
I mean, a title is just a title. But
It
In
is
my head to Lilith, I say, maybe you should tell them you're a princess.
I look at him, I say, I'm not.
what was that?
That's what Lilith is convinced about.
You're not what? Because as far as me, I just said a title is a title, and you said I'm not. So Gilbert's like,
it turned out really weird.
What? You're not what?
And then Lilith recognized that she fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure that Gilberta doesn't already have this information after the
doesn't.
hallucinations and stuff?
No.
No?
No.
I'm pretty sure
No.
she doesn't.
Not the princess thing, because that was just Redan and Lilith.
And I only told Kashano, and we just glossed over that conversation with the others.
I made a
So
comment.
Lil's in trouble, and we're gonna go kill her dad. The end.
Yeah, but
To Gilberta, I say, I made a comment in her head. I'm sorry.
oh,
I have trouble sometimes.
I mean that's okay. I just didn't. I didn't know what happened.
No, she needs to know. I forgot. So the man that we're going to kill, since you all seem to be for it, is a king.
Wait, your dad's a king?
That's why
Well-
I was
Dad.
cautious about telling you all, because it's a fucking king. Not some random stranger on the street that you can assassinate in the middle of the night and and you can call it a day.
Kings can be killed just like any other man.
Kings can be killed, and then someone's gonna take their place, and fucking A, I don't know if my sister will come after that.
Is that who's next in line for the throne?
It's a fucking disaster. But yes,
Also, doesn't that make
And-
you technically a princess?
I am
not.
stone-faced, not saying or moving at all.
I'm not.
Can
I have
you-
no title.
well,
Not even a name that they gave me.
I mean, you do have a title. It's Lady of Avalon Keep. You may not have one there, but you have one here. Look, I just needed you to say what you just said. You've never said it. You've never said out loud that this was your home.
This is
So-
my home, and you all are my friends. As much as you drive me up the wall.
I mean, we're good now.
You are all my friends too.
Thanks, bud.
Ugh,
Redan, so why did you come here?
this cookie's sweet.
You were the one who literally found me on the side of the road.
Yeah, but why did you stay?
Right, you said you had to look for a library. or
I promised
something.
Kashano I would stay. I told him I would work. I would be committed to the keep.
But what about your clan? You're on a mission.
Meh, I'm looking for a library. I'm trying to find magical items to make the clan better, stronger, smarter.
Well, I got
So-
plenty of books here.
This seems like a good place to do that.
Okay, so here's my question. I know you promised, there was this whole thing, you and Kashano, you promised him you would follow him. He's gone, so where do you stand now?
I'm currently sitting.
No, Redan, she's talking about.
I know.
There
That
it
was,
is. I was
that
waiting
was-
for it.
that was a good one though, right? Like, come on.
I thought it was very funny.
That's
See?
fair. Ginger thinks everything you say is funny. If you want him to, I think.
Because he programmed him that way. Sorry.
Fine. It's fine. He's a mini Redan. It's fine.
I promised Kashano I would stay and help build the keep. I don't know when that will end, but I feel like there's benefit for me being here and I can do good here.
So here's a question. What happens then? When we rebuild the keep and the school is going and everything is fine, what happens with Redan? Does Redan leave, or is this your home?
What happens to Gilbetta in 40 years from now?
She's asking if you, Redan, not the promise, but do you want to be here, live here?
If I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here. I will go crazy if I have to stay here.
I don't mean I'm not talking about.
I don't have any idea or understanding what will happen in the future. To make
I'm not
any
talking
sort of
about going
assumption
out
on that.
On missions. That's fine. I'm talking about.
I am committed to rebuilding the keep in Kashano's name and honor.
So your motivation is Kashano, not Redan.
Interesting. I'll have to think on that.
Please do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I am not going anywhere.
Look, I don't
here.
want anyone here that doesn't want to be here. Especially considering what just happened with Kashano. He gave everything for this. And I don't want anyone here that doesn't want to be here or that isn't fully committed to this. Because we've dealt with one threat. There are probably many more coming. Especially as we start to rebuild.
We need to find out what the hell is going on with Alicia. What hell that's going to be released.
Yeah, that's...
And what Piztog said bothers me so much about the Nine Hells.
What thing was that? There's a lot of stuff.
He skated by the Nine Hells that it may or may not be about me. I don't know if he's doing that to test me or whatever. But regardless if it was about me or not, why? And what did they plan to do when they come out?
Wait, what?
The demons from the Nine Hells. They're trying to come out.
That's why we wanted to go
I'm
east.
curious to know why.
I mean, I think we can do that, but right now with a storm like this, we have to stay close to home because
Right.
It's hard to tell. Like if the river freezes over, we don't know how long people are going to be trapped here. If we run out of food, I think we just need to stay close until this blows over. Especially considering it's an unseasonable storm.
And at that, Sharp is over at her window, and she looks outside and she says, guys? The storm's getting worse.
How is that possible? And Gilbetta goes over to the window.
Is that normal weather here?
And you look outside, and the snow has gotten to the point where it's covering up the entrances of all the buildings.
It's pretty.
It's isolating.
Oh, never bother me anyway.
And we're going to take a break right there.
Yeah.
Because we have to come back and give Darius some time on camera.
Just as
Gilbetta still hasn't said her piece, damn it.
well,
That's
just
true.
Just as an aside, when Darius gets back to his room, he's going to use. He of course has a sending stone that communicates with his father's assistant. It's difficult to get his father on the line, but I can talk to my father's assistant. So I'm going to. Emily, please let my father know that I have successfully gained acceptance to the Avalon Knights Academy and will be starting classes immediately. And then he'll hang up his sending stone and turn to his iron warthog and be like, Chad, looks like we got some free time.
Party.
Oh, goodness
Party
gracious.
time.
I do want to hear Jabetta's piece.
We'll get to Betta's piece when we get back, but we're deep in break territory.
Yeah, I know.
And that's your last taste of
Wow.
Chad
I know.
before we start the poll right now, where you're going to decide if Chad lives or not. Chad,
Not
Darius. Chad is the warthog.
Chad by proxy, though.
Chad by proxy.
Dad goes
Technically.
with Darius.
Can we have
Is
Ginger
Dar-
ride the warthog,
Does Darius
please?
live to get into the final tournament of what's going to be my next character, or does he just die right here?
No, it's all Becky. Kill him.
So vote in there, see
It's
if
going up
Darius
right now.
lives or dies.
It'd be so handy. with
and
all
then-
the
I don't mind
matches.
Darius. I like
And then we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about at the end of the episode. We'll talk about how we're going to do the voting for the full thing. But in the meantime, we're going to go on break. We'll have a quick message from not our sponsors, some random YouTube ad or fucking
Some stuff.
Twitch ads. But we only run them so that people don't have to watch the pre-roll if they join us after the break. So
There we go.
sit tight and enjoy this video also.
Hey.
So we were just talking about Penn taking a shower for some reason. I walked.
No, it was a whole. Never mind. Whatever. It was a whole thing.
Well, the
Okay.
people have spoken, and Darius McCleran, son of Darren McCleran, the human barbarian who became a baron, shall live on.
After he got over his trouble with swearing.
After he got his trouble with swearing. And we will be running a poll. Well, why don't you tell them about what we're going to be running a poll in the Discord about?
We are going to be running a poll in Discord to decide who, out of the finalists, Darius, McCleran, also Becky,
The others.
and also Rolda, who out of those three,
Bakara is...
Bakara,
Yeah. You don't know me that well.
sorry. Darius, Bakara, and Rolda, who
Let's roll the...
will survive to be Jonathan's new character in the next season.
We'll go ahead after we wrap up the show today. We'll go ahead and make a special channel in the Discord dedicated to this debate, and then
Yep.
we'll hold a final vote starting on Friday, so
Yep.
that you can all decide between Friday and Sunday. And what happened Sunday, Sean?
Well, Sunday we'll be coming back for a giant crossover event. It's finale time.
8 players in this tiny screen. 8
Crossover 3,
players.
which will have a stupid name by the time we get to it, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Crossover 3, something.
Something clever.
yeah, I just
Insert
did the
clever
Discord
name
link.
here.
I just threw the Discord link up in the chat, so if you want to be able to vote on my next character, be sure to join our Discord.
If you want to decide who lives and who dies, and it will be in dramatic fashion. Make no mistake of it.
I don't, and we have to we're gonna know who it is by how you're dressed. So we're gonna have to. You need to stay off screen until it's revealed.
We're gonna do a dramatic reveal.
Oh, surprise for all of us.
Yeah, we'll sort something out.
Yeah,
I'll just put a mask so it only shows right here.
Yeah,
Well, okay, I got plans, but we don't have to go into that now.
we'll figure it
That's
out.
fine.
Heroes. Last we left our heroes. They were having an emotional discussion. We were enjoying some alliteration and some rhyming. And the ever-present Ginger was winning the hearts and minds of all the people.
Freaking love that cookie.
There is a secret voting option, by the way, where Jinja is John's new character.
We can't
It's a
do
write-in.
that because the first time a giant coughs, he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If you give me 140 walking speed and Misty Step, when he Misty Steps, it creates a little puff of cinnamon and nutmeg.
It's
And
like
so-
crumbs.
If he's by somebody's face, they also become stunned because they have to cough for a turn.
Just make
it's
him
the
like a level
cinnamon
6 monk or something.
This is too much. Okay.
Fox just saying that because he doesn't want
Ninja!
he doesn't want Ginger taken away from him. He's having too much fun with Ginger.
Can't tempt me with this shit. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I think I can do. All right, I think this would be the Ginger voice. Hey, I'm ready. We're done. You're my best friend.
That's pretty close. Okay. So,
Give us
meanwhile, everybody was enjoying themselves, having their chat. And Jabetta, you had a final piece to say here as we all looked out the window and saw this terrible storm?
Yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, I don't. We may not have long. I don't know. Seems to be getting really bad. But look, I think I've said it. But when I started this journey, I just found a boat in the ocean. And I got on a random boat. And Cookie and Kashano were on that boat. And I just thought it'd be fun to do some adventuring. I've just been alive for 300 years. I was bored, honestly. I've lost a lot of people in the 300 years that I've been alive. Human life is so fragile and so fleeting. So I didn't really think I was going to find anything. But I did. Found a home. Hell of a job. Love. She looks at Sharp.
Jubetta's frozen.
Oh no!
I just don't want to miss all this. I know you're probably doing really great emotional facial expressions right now, and we're missing
no.
it.
Okay, I'll have to stop and start my video.
Yeah, stop and start real quick, and I'll get ready to swap. All right.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, there we go.
It's fine
Get you
now.
back.
Damn it. Okay. Anyway.
What when you say that you found love, is Sharp gives you a hug.
Yeah. She's like, love, and she said, I didn't think I was going to find any of this.
How quick that is. Beautiful. Sometimes I
Seamless. And she's like, but this has been my home for quite some time. And if I have anything to say about it, it will be my home for the next 400 years. So that's why it's important to me that anyone that's here wants to be here. Because I love this place, what it stands for, and what it's going to be. Sordid history, pasts. None of that stuff matters. What matters is what you do with it. Kashano always used to say that he was a con man, and he pretended like he was one. But he was the most genuine, caring person I ever met.
No, he has some con moments, but continue.
I would
Of course
also
he
point
did.
out that Jinja is right here.
Okay. Anyway. But the point is, this is my home, and I want it to be for a very long time. And I hope that everyone in this room wants the same things. So yes, I am emotional. And it's because if I can't, when it seems to me like someone is out or has one foot out the door, you need to just take both feet out the door and leave. But otherwise, you will always be able to call me a friend. And I will always, even if I'm fighting you, I will be fighting right beside you, and I'll be at your back. No matter what. But we have got to get it together. And then she just is drained, and she just sits down on the ground.
Sharp is right there with pats and She's like, you did great. You did great.
Lilith will come down, put her skirt kind of thing, so she can sit down, and puts an arm on your shoulder. All right. So together we tackle shit.
Yeah. So what next? Do you want Redan to find your demon friend, or?
I tapped a little keg of shit beside me, and I'm just like, I'm going on a trip.
Where are you going?
He means the.
I tap Cookie's meat again.
Yeah. He means a trip.
Before you go on your trip, there's a light outside.
Jobetta's looking, but she's like, as she's standing up, she's like, what kind of light?
You look out, and there's a light coming from the top of the mage tower, and it's like waving around.
How far is that?
Like a signal?
Yeah, like a signal.
Is it within 120 feet?
No.
I
At least not visible because it keeps getting obscured by the blowing wind.
am going to try, and I still have this. I have binoculars from that guy back at the Citadel.
Oh my
Okay.
god, that was so long ago.
Mm-hmm. What the hell is this now?
You look out, and Kalazar is trying to signal you guys.
Oh shit.
It's Kalazar. What the hell's going on?
What time of night is
Yeah, what-
it?
It's getting late.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
And where's Kalazar right now? He's just like outside the keep waving at us with lights?
No, he's on top of the mage tower.
He's at the mage tower, so
We're gonna
I
have to
guess-
dig our way out to get there.
you all will.
Can I see
can fly.
outside? Can
What's
I see
that?
the ground outside?
Yeah, you can see the ground outside.
Bam. Outside, slamming hammer on ground.
Ooh.
Melting out.
All right, make a Constitution save.
What
Constitution or will?
Constitution and will.
Oh God. What?
Make all the saves.
Wisdom.
And charisma and dexterity.
Right, just
And
make
then-
one of each,
And then make
please.
a fourth and fifth save.
Okay.
Please make one save from each previous edition.
How did that not go? Okay, so wisdom is 12.
Okay.
Stop beating me.
Wisdom of 12 for a first roll.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He says, "Oh no," but Puck's actually excited. Quit acting, man.
No, look. I take no joy in your suffering.
Well, Redan has fun with it.
Don't
However,
quit
from a-
acting. This is an entertainment medium. Keep it.
From a narrative standpoint, this does put a smile on my face. Okay.
So this is something that we can all see.
I hate everything you just said.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Ghoulish Wonder.
Thank you, Ghoulish One. Wanda.
References. People don't know this, but Puck is an entity comprised of 90% references. Okay. So,
Oh no.
So this is
People know
happening in
this.
front of us, or did you already?
Hey,
teleported.
whoever's rumbling their mic,
hey,
quit it.
don't rumble. Okay. So, Redan, you are stunned by the cold.
Even holding onto the fiery mace.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And in fact, the mace struggles to stay lit in this weather.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
Your mace is not very lit, bro.
You know what? It's not that bad. That's not bad. I know it could have been worse.
And
So you
meanwhile,
can-
Jobetta's just walking because she's like, well, fine.
Oh, and question.
Yep.
I teleport. I'm guessing Jinja just like flops to the ground.
Yeah, he just flops to the ground. So okay, this is what happens next. Jinja flops to the ground, and then he, distraught, climbs up to the window and looks outside, and he sees Redan teleport outside and then instantly shiver up from this cold. And Jinja's like, Redan, no!
And
Tap,
Jabetta's like,
tap,
oh, shit.
Tap, tap, tap. I know. That metal pig will help. And then he runs off.
Metal pig? What the hell is this thing talking about?
I think he's talking about that newcomer that came in today.
What?
Oh, I think we have a first student here.
Great.
He's got a
Great.
pig.
We don't. Okay, fine, sure.
Also, Redan. Well, actually, here we'll hold on to that. Redan, I'm
We're
gonna have
not
some
done yet,
effects
Redan.
for you in a little bit.
He ain't done with
But
you
yeah,
yet, boy.
so he runs off, and Darius, you hear tapping at your door.
Jobetta's following the gingerbread man. Like, what? This way. It's this way.
The metal pig will help. It can burrow through the snow.
I don't.
How do you even know that?
What are you doing?
It was big.
Darius is tinkering around because he's been here a couple days. So by this point, his room has probably become pretty dope, like a nice little workshop.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
so
like a
he's-
setup.
He's just kind of tinkering with some stuff and also doing whiskey shots off a bottle.
Is your character beefy or is he like slim?
No, he's a pretty solid. He's half work. He's like 6'3" and pretty solid, beefy. Not great tone, but like just a naturally sort of.
So you could possibly pick up Redan kind of thing.
I don't. Yeah, maybe. What's Redan weigh?
Check. A lot.
I think you
A
said
lot.
around 220, 230.
Yeah.
Holy
I weigh
crap.
about as much as Redan, so.
Redan, and the effect you're hit with is you're compulsively trying to light your mace.
Yeah, I feel like that would be normal.
That just
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I hear tapping in between my tinkering. Oh, come in.
He can't open the door.
It's like he slides under the door. This gingerbread man slides under the door and gets out. I need your metal pig.
All we see are legs on the other side.
Oh,
Jobetta's like,
have
hello.
you have a need for Chadwick? I will. As he's sliding under, I'll probably have gone over and opened the door. So I'm gonna come up there, and then Jobetta
Thank
standing
you.
there.
I scraped my gumdrops.
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry, little friend. Perhaps we can repair that later.
I'll pick up the gumdrop.
And I'll turn up.
Apparently, he thinks your pig can be of use.
I'm sorry. Are you headmistress Fuckinot?
Yes. Miss
Oh.
fucking not at your service. Jobetta
It's a
fucking
pleasure
not.
to make your acquaintance, Darius McCleran, your newest student.
That's great. I just learned about that literally about 30 seconds ago. We have a bit of a problem. You look capable. Join
Can you
us.
pick Can you pick up a giant? Half giant, actually. Not a giant.
Oh, are you talking about your large friend who I met earlier?
Yes.
Uh,
He's out
I-
in the snow. And
I suppose I could attempt it. He's a very large man, but
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big guy myself, so perhaps.
probably with the three of us, we can carry him.
Is there a reason he needs to be carried? Has he been injured or incapacitated
Well,
in some
okay.
way?
We kind of. This is an urgent thing.
Walk and talk?
Calazar is signaling us from the
Okay.
mage tower.
We walk and talk.
We need to go.
Well, of course.
And our friend's basically frozen outside, not moving, so
Oh,
we need to see what the hell's up with that.
I didn't realize we were going outside. Please give me a moment. And he's going to go over and he's going to put on what looks like a very thin coat and then kind of just like press a button on it. All right.
It pops
Toasty.
up.
Let's go.
Nifty.
Okay, sure. And Jobetta's gone. She's just like beelining for Redan.
All right.
Come along,
what's-
Chadwick. They need your assistance.
I will
Clunk, 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 clunk.
I will go to the little gingerbread man and lick the gumdrop
Yeah.
quickly and try to stick it on his belly. All right,
Aw.
now come on.
Thank
Put
you
him on my
very
shoulder.
much.
Let's go get your friend.
I like your horns.
Oh, wait, thank you.
And
I
then-
like the ginger scent you give off. I'm hungry now. This is not good.
You guys go downstairs, and Tommy is at the ready. He gives you these small glowing flasks to put into your clothes,
Take it, whatever it
and
is.
they're warm to the touch.
Oh, wow. What an interesting piece of magical technology. How does it
And I'll
work?
tell I'll tell Tommy. I'll say, Calazar is signaling us. Redan is seems to be stuck in the snow.
Oh, Calazar is in trouble? I'd very much like to meet him. Perhaps we'll talk about this later, Tommy. I'd very much like to learn about your warm flask.
Absolutely. But for now, and then he opens the door and it's just a wall of snow.
Ooh.
We need to find a way to get through this. Ginge doesn't wait, and he's like, "I'm coming, Redan," and he leaps off Lila's. And it's just like
gingerbread stamp on the snow.
yeah. He's just wedged there. He's stuck.
Go and reach and pick him up again and be like, "You should just stay on my shoulder. Could you listen just for this moment?"
This snow is a powerful foe, but I will save Redan.
Okay,
Jobetta's
I
like,
just
everyone
told
stand. Can you guys stand back for just a second?
Okay.
And Jobetta's gonna cast Thunderwave out the door.
Okay. Give me that Thunderwave damage.
I have a quick question, Buck.
Sure.
With prestidigitation, will I be able to like make my clothing warm since that's not living material?
You could.
All right.
The snow has to make a Constitution save.
Everybody knows snowflakes ain't got no constitution.
This one might be. You never know with Puck.
The snow does not make the Constitution save.
Yay,
Yeah.
normal snow.
It says unsecured objects are pushed 10 feet away. And she would have been standing like right in front of it so that none of the inn would get pushed away.
Okay, so yeah, you blast it out, and a bunch of snow blasts out, and it looks like you still need some brawn to get through the last of it. And
Well-
Ginger's like, "Send the pig!"
Perhaps your ginger friend would be of more assistance if he were a bit larger. And I'm going to reach down and touch Ginger and cast Enlarge on him.
How tall
Okay.
are you?
Okay,
Holy
this guy
crap.
has to live.
Okay.
How big does he become now?
How big does he become, Sean?
I don't know. Give me the enlarge spell.
I think they become one size larger than they already are. So like from tiny
Yeah, I
to
think it
small.
changes what size.
Yeah, so he becomes small. He becomes about the size of a halfling.
Oh, so size of Key 3.
Ah! Jobetta's like, oh, Redan's gonna love that. Okay.
And he just starts frantically digging at the snow. I'm coming, Redan. I'm coming, best friend.
Can we see Redan out there?
Shovels.
Not from here. You just see a wall of snow.
All right. Then I'm also gonna grab a small rock, and I'm gonna use the what is the ability called? The magical tinkering ability to make
Okay.
that small rock light up, and I'm going
Okay.
to hand it to Ginger, and say, hold on to this, little friend, so that we can find you later. And I'm just gonna pick him up and chuck him in the direction that I believe Redan is.
He's
I'm coming, Redan.
Did you like throw him in the opposite direction? I'll laugh.
You can see the light through the snow, and then you can see it start to move, and then it moves towards something. So you guys could track him by the light.
Okay.
There we are, a beacon. Let's go.
Can I use my binoculars to see where Redan is exactly?
You can kind of see a dark outline with the light with the binoculars, but it's hard to see anything else. Everybody going outside, I need you to make a Constitution save with advantage because of the warm things given to you from
Oh
Tommy.
my lord.
This is a wicked storm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay.
Come on, Lilith.
All
Okay,
right.
this is
Okay.
fine.
We're
You're all
okay.
right.
You're okay.
We're all
So-
okay.
You guys charge out, and eventually you make it to Redan, who's just trying to compulsively light his mace in the snow.
Mr. Redan, are you all right? Has your mace broken?
It won't
It's-
start.
What
But-
kind of starting does it normally do?
It usually starts on fire.
Ugh.
And Ginger's there, and Ginger's the size of a halfling now.
Yeah,
He's hugging
also
you.
that.
Like, I'm here, my bestest friend, and I'm big now.
I don't know how this happened, but this is fucking amazing. This storm is magical.
Well, it was actually.
Just a really bad storm.
What's your name? Jobetta realizes she didn't know his name.
Oh, I did introduce myself up in the room, but I think you were a bit distracted. I am Darius McCleran, son of Darren McCleran.
Great. Okay, great.
He's the son of some town called Anya.
What?
Did I say it right? Anya.
Oh, yes. My father was a human barbarian who became a baron of Enya.
Oh, did I say it wrong?
Would Jobetta have heard of Enya?
You've heard of it, yeah.
Okay. Jobetta's like, oh, I spent some time in Enya.
Oh my god, it actually exists.
God.
Of course
Wow.
it exists.
Yeah, the longer you guys are out here, the more constitution saves you need to make. I just want you to know this.
Worth it.
And then you see a light
Okay.
signaling you further in.
Redan, can we maybe do this inside?
Can you get up?
I'm assuming I'm standing, just trying to light the mace.
Well, actually, no. You're kind of like curled up a little bit. Now you're squatting. We'll say.
All right.
Darius, can you help him up? Please.
I mean, I will attempt to. And I'm gonna
Redan,
try
you
to-
can make another Constitution save to get over your stun. There was an extra warm flask given to everybody to give to you.
So normal or advantage?
Make it a normal to recover.
Okay.
Would it be advantage if I prestidigitation his clothes?
He's fine.
Warming up.
He's fine.
he's good.
18.
He's all right.
He's
okay.
a barbarian, man. Constitution.
All right, but
Yeah.
I've been asked to pick him up, so I'm going to try to pick him up.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I don't know why I have advantage on, but 15, I guess.
As in the first
Well, I
one
guess
is what
the
it's
20
gonna
was first, but whatever.
Yeah, 20.
So, I mean, with that, you can kind of help him get to his feet,
Oh, okay.
kind of carry him along. I mean, Redan is very heavy, but
I was trying
you're
to throw
not-
him over my shoulder.
you're not having. You don't quite get him over your shoulder, but you do like the shoulder and shoulder carry that you got, and you can hold him up that way.
Oh. Come on, big fella. Let's get back to somewhere warm.
We're trying to go this direction, actually. And
Yeah.
I point to the mage tower.
Caldazar is signaling us.
After you.
Let's go then. And
All right.
go to the mage tower.
And is there still a wall of? What's the snow situation currently?
The
Yeah.
snow situation is the terrain you are walking through. You could easily step onto the roofs of many of the buildings in the area.
Holy crap!
Gilberto's gonna pull out and light a torch, and I'm just melting snow.
All right.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, and Chadwick and Jinja, I think, are carving us a path.
If it's a regular torch, the moment you light it, the blowing snow just snuffs it out. And it's
Okay, you know
covered in
what?
Sleet.
Dang it. Dang it. Well, I'll just use. I think I can use Druidcraft or Thaumaturgy to keep it.
All right.
Lit.
Well, while she's
Yeah.
figuring that out, I'm going to cast Heat Metal on my Iron Defender, Chadwick,
Okay.
the Iron Boar, and just have him go ahead and...
Whoa!
Whoa!
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Screaming Boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I'm going to cast Heat Metal on my Iron Boar and have him just kind of melt a path for us.
All right. You cast Iron Defender on him, and he melts a path.
Oh, wow. Screaming Boy, thank you for the
Yeah.
gifting the subs to the community. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Remember?
much.
Holy shit. You're going on our wall of honor on our website, Screaming Boy. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yay!
So, yeah, so he gets you guys up to the mage tower, and a door forms there to let you guys in.
I'm actually gonna make sure get Redan and them to go through it first, since Redan was having some trouble, and then follow behind.
Okay. So once you guys get inside, Redan, you're able to recover, and You guys will warm up a little bit. And
Dan, what happened? Oh,
Ginge just isn't stopping holding Radan. He's just hugging him the entire time.
so
I'm
cute.
okay, buddy.
And MT1 is inside waiting for you guys.
Is there any way to control that ability of yours?
Whoa! Where did you get this extremely advanced construct?
What?
I was
Oh,
produced in a
MT1?
distant land.
Yeah, we don't. Look. I'm all for questions, but Calazar seems to need us.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Salazar and I have been studying the storm. And we found something quite disturbing.
Oh no! What?
God.
This way. And he takes you guys along and leads you up.
As we're walking, I'm gonna turn to Gingy and be like, "Wow, this place is full of such wonders."
You
It's
have
very
no
shiny.
idea.
Wow.
Wow.
And then you go into the room and Calazar's there. And Ginge goes, "Hi, stepdad."
Oh, pardon me. Are you the famed Caladar Maldismith?
No.
Oh, my mistake. My understanding was that there was a Calazar Maldismith involved with the original founding of this academy. I, in fact,
There
have a sister
was.
named after him.
And depending on who you are, that person may or may not be dead.
I am Darius McCleran, son of Darren McCleran, the human barbarian who became a baron.
The Darren McCleran who became a baron?
Yes, a baron in the land of Anu.
Wasn't he dating Karen?
Oh, Karen was my mother.
Not this shit
Oh.
again.
I heard he got rid of Karen and started dating Sharon.
Yes, my father is a Rolling Stone.
Okay, about this, I'm not really caring. Can you tell
Calazar?
us what's wrong?
Yes, please. Why
Right,
did you
right.
call us out here in this weather?
I am the one and only Calazar Maldismith. But don't tell anyone. So, MG1 and I have been studying this storm. It is quite unnatural, which causes me some concern in general.
Yeah. As does most things.
The storm itself is natural, but I believe its origin may be magical in nature. We may be under attack.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, hold the
We-
fuck on. Under attack? I thought this
We-
was a fucking school. Hold on. Under attack from what?
Well, I don't know yet.
Have you figured anything else out?
That's the gist of it. Although if you stay outside too long, you have a chance to freeze to death, but I think that's just a storm thing.
Are you able to pinpoint exactly where the magic, the source of it all, that's coming from, that's casting this, or making this, whatever?
Well, I've been trying to narrow it down. I believe the epicenter is close by. I've been doing some scrying. But it seems to be moving.
Moving where?
Here. It's coming here.
We just
All
don't
right.
get a break, do
Okay.
we?
So, and Jobetta's like going through the list. She's like, okay, we defeated Blackwind. She's like going through the list of people, and she's like, okay, we've got Zelos and Owen Stone, and
Look,
We have a list of people.
Darius McCleran, I can understand that you are concerned.
I don't think concern quite begins to express. With all due respect, Mr. Maldismith, I was under the understanding that this was an institution of higher learning. Now, I am here to take some classes,
Yes.
maybe meet some hot tourists, and kill some time until I can get my startup together. But if you're telling me that we're about to be attacked, I think I might have a change of heart.
Well, I mean, you can do both. But I will advise you that this institution's history, we were attacked a full 6 times in our previous iteration. Repelled every single one, I might add.
We are an adventuring academy.
Right, an adventuring academy is what I was looking to join, not an adventuring company.
Oh, we're both. We
We're
do
both.
both things.
Yeah.
If this isn't your thing, there's a teleportation that can take you someplace.
Yeah, we have a teleportation circle that can take you to Waterdeep. Okay, Cal, what do we do? Do we wait? Do we try to figure out what this is? What do we?
Well, I think we're going to be able to figure it. Join me on the roof.
What
Okay.
we need to do now is if it's coming to us and we don't know where it's located exactly, we should probably go ahead and start warning everyone to get ready. Last thing we want is to be attacking here, and no one has their armor on, no one has their weapons. It is
Everyone
best to
is-
go ahead and get prepared.
Taking shelter currently. Unfortunately, the manslayer, Ogbok the manslayer,
Mhm.
he
Who is
was
he?
collecting materials from that facility you discovered, and he was meeting with the warlocks. There is yet to return. He may have
Okay.
been caught in the
He's not
storm.
back yet.
All right. Let's go to the roof.
Okay.
Well, Chad, looks like it's either this or figuring out something else. All right.
Or a real job.
Look, she turns to him and she's like, "Look, we're in the tower, right?"
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, "Look, there's some safe places here to hide out if you want to hide out, but we've got to go deal with this." And she turns on heel and leaves.
Well, that doesn't exactly encourage. She just goes ahead and leaves and be like, all right, we need to go and do this. And then this needs to be the setup. We need to tell Cookie. We need to tell Spoonie. We need to get all the seniors ready for this. It's just like all those things on her mind as she walks and follows Jabetta.
Darius is just trying to think if there's any way that he can do this other story getting back to his dad. Fuck. All right. All right, he's going to follow Headmistress Jabetta.
All right.
If Calazar has a sending stone at all, or no?
Right.
Calazar,
Onionness.
well, MT1 has them.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, no, then yeah, I will tell MT1 to like go and start warning everyone.
I will
Let
do
Cookie
what I
know.
can. All of the workers have taken shelter in the main keep.
Let them at least be aware.
I will notify
Last thing
them.
I want is something
I know
coming
what
at me
we're-
when. I'm sorry.
I will notify them as soon as we realize what we are dealing with.
Yeah.
No,
we don't
no-
want to cause a panic.
It doesn't have to be everyone. Let at least
No.
the seniors know.
Yes, of course. I will send a message back to the Crab Shack.
Because if something was coming after us, and I wasn't aware, I'll be fucking pissed off.
Well, it may not be anything other than the storm. We still have to figure this out.
MT1, where's the mechanical individual that you escorted out of the library?
Was he not in the Crab Shack?
He was not.
I didn't see him. Maybe
I had sent him there, where he had a room prepared.
maybe he's bunkered down.
Should I try to find him?
Not in the way that I think you mean.
In a moment,
If
We
this
may-
is something we may need you, Redan.
we may need your strength immediately.
Oh, fine.
You can have Cookie check on him in a room.
And
Since
you
he's
get to
supposed
the top, and once you got into the top, you're sheltered from the storm. There's like a magical barrier that envelops the top of the tower where you can see out, but you're not
Mhm.
affected by the storm.
Is Sharp with
And-
us, by the way? Did she come?
what's
Yeah,
she
she
been?
came with you guys.
Okay.
Cool. I want to also instruct MT1 to go ahead to not only tell Cookie what's happening, possibly, but also to go ahead and check on Larch, since he's supposed to be staying in his room.
Okay, he lets them know. And once you guys get to the top, Calazar has this crude device that looks like a telescope, like you'd use on a ship, but it's a bit larger, and it's perched on the tower.
I hide my tiny binoculars. It's so
Yeah.
wimpy compared to that thing. It's like, oh,
He says, Have a look through there. There appears to be a dark mass moving through the storm.
Jovetta's gonna look.
And you look through, and it looks like you can see there's the whiteness of the storm, and it appears to be just this darkened mass, and it looks like a wave, like a sea, slowly moving through it towards us.
Can I tell if it's humanoid, animals? Like,
It's difficult to make out any shapes, any
It's a-
figures.
We're being attacked by the blob. No, I'm kidding.
The blob!
What
something,
a tremendous telescope. May I ask how many lenses it uses?
A few.
Not
thing-
important right now.
something is coming,
Oh, forgive me. I did not mean to. Well, hold on. What's coming?
and she'll have Lilith look,
I was
And
about
then-
to ask.
and then
like,
Rodan, and
So
then
once you
Darius,
guys-
if he wants to.
does it look huge?
It looks massive.
Oh, fuck.
Does it look like one big thing, or does it look like an army? Like it?
It looks like it could be an army.
This is not a small problem.
The fuck
And
is
then I
that?
get out and I get Zeradan to go look next.
And as you guys finish looking, the storm around you quiets. As though it is just calmed in the area of the keep.
I'm going to immediately detect magic to see if that was caused by any sort of magical effect.
Not anything in your detect range.
That is unfortunate.
However, a lot of stuff here is magic.
Yeah, I imagine the whole
Also,
room lights up.
everybody around me is glowing.
Yeah. it's
Oh,
like-
shit.
So it-
this place is magic as hell. And then you guys hear,
Oh god.
I take hold of Lilith and I shield her.
and as you all look, as everybody kind of steps back, a massive, like, patchwork, jagged iron ball lands right on top with a smash at the top of the mage tower. And it looks like it lands on Darius from your guys' perspective.
My mace is out, and I.
But Darius, it lands like right here.
I'm like, Darius!
Whoa, that was close.
And then hatches open up on it, and hobgoblins scramble out, swords ready.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Mork.
And that's where we're going to end today.
Damn it!
Oh, we're gonna get to see some ginger killing.
Ooh, not today, assholes.
Does this mean we get to fight with the warlocks for once?
Yep.
We've never gotten to actually
Whoa.
fight with the warlocks.
So,
I'm
for those of you who are just
sorry.
joining us, hey, right now our view count is 69.
Nice.
Yeah. 69,
Nice.
ain't that fine?
So, for those of you who are just joining us, our sister, oh, thank you. Our sister
you.
show,
Thank
Too Many
you.
Warlocks, plays tomorrow night. And this is apparently gonna lead into two, because next week we have
Yeah.
our crossover episode. Also, if you're just joining us, you should hop into our Discord because we're gonna have a vote for which of my characters. My character died 5 weeks ago, and so I have debuted a new character for each of the last 4 weeks, and we're gonna have a vote for which one lives. So if you enjoyed Darius's company this evening, you can vote for his continued survival and presence on the show.
If it's not Darius, are you going to retcon that the thing did land on him?
No, look. there
Next
will
episode,
be-
it rolls.
JK.
Plenty ways to kill everybody during the crossover. During the two-part crossover episode, which occurs next week.
almost
so
like there's
excited.
going to be a big fight.
I'm so excited to fight with the warlocks. I've been wanting this for so long.
No, wait, I'm a bard. Let me talk to them.
No, you're not
The
fighting against the
hobgoblins?
warlocks.
No, talk to the hobgoblins.
Oh, God.
No.
But yeah,
Look,
the other things we
fun.
have going on is when we reach 1,000 followers, we'll be doing our next giveaway. Where it's going to be something cool.
Yeah. We're going to work something out.
That's all we can say for now.
Yep.
It's going to be something cool. We can guarantee you that.
Don't want to give too much away.
Um, Yeah, I don't know. Other stuff. Puck.
Other stuff. All right, so tune in tomorrow for Too Many Warlocks. It continues the stories and it's going to set up for a massive crossover event, which will be going down next weekend, in which we will have 8 players, 1 dungeon master, 2 days, 6 hours of an incredible action-filled finale to this story that's been going on for 50 episodes of this show and a bunch more of the other one. Then
The season finale.
The season finale. Also, we will have on Tuesday Poison Paradise, our Deadlands game, where you can see Miss Jabetta fucking Knott in another completely different character.
Hello.
Name is Alice.
Come on down and join us at Poison Paradise, darling.
Indeed. And just because the season finale is happening doesn't mean that that will be the end that you hear from us. We're going to be having a bunch of supplementary content going up there and on our YouTube page, which just hit 1,000 subscribers. So definitely check that out. We'll have a bunch of cool stories and one-shots going on in there, and you can keep track of everything that we've done previously. If you want to be involved with the voting going on, decide which of these characters survives, it becomes Jonathan's new character between Darius, Rolda, and Becky. Bakara, sorry.
It's all right. We're friends. You can call me whatever you want.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
You're so cute. Did anyone ever tell you that your goatee just makes you look rugged?
It's all the hat. Okay. Now, in terms of everything else, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Discord and check us out on Twitter. You can keep track of everything going on with the Mercs of Mischief, what we're doing with the show, and just the crazy conversations we have with each other.
Season 2 coming soon to a Twitch near you.
Also, let's not forget, we have until we reach our $500 goal for Extra Life fundraising, anyone who donates $10 or more will be entered into a raffle to win your very own game with Puck as the DM. You and your friends can have him join you remotely as your DM.
Yes.
And also, you get the Avalon Knights Academy character of your choice. So either anyone from here or Too Many Warlocks, you can have them join your game as well.
Another way to do that is to join our Patreon.
If you join our Patreon at the hero level, you'll get into our monthly patron game that is DM'd by Puck. So that's another fun thing to do. There are limited spots in that, but there are still some available if you want to jump into that. Otherwise, we mentioned Discord, we mentioned YouTube and Patreon, and I think that's all of the things.
I think we covered all the bases.
I think we did all the things.
Perfect.
Please do it.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I was just gonna say that it was an opportunity for Team Mom and Warlocks to have another episode together with when they donate. Go ahead.
Also, it looks like Quest and Chaos just went live, so we'll raid them when we're done. So stay tuned for some more great roleplay with Quest and Chaos.
So give us those follows on all the social medias. Check us out on Discord. Be involved with the vote. Check out the episodes tomorrow and Tuesday. And until next time, class dismissed.
4 locks of gold and eyes of platinum gleam. He fought for the young and innocent and punished those who sinned. He battled undead and dragons vile, demons, devils, and more. But the fiercest of his enemies was a pit fiend called Balthor. Balthor was crimson-scaled and bore wings all wicked black. A tail so barbed with poison strong,